Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very first Plan With Me live here on multiple channels. This is starting with Periscope. Hello, everyone, where it all began. And on the live YouTube channel, hello, everyone tuning in on the YouTube channel, and that is at Stacy Zayant. My particular station there, YouTube channel, where a lot of you subscribe for planning and lots of fun opportunities to DIY and Bible journal. DIY. Right. And of course, I had to tune in for comments coming in. So let me go ahead and turn down the volume. Awesome. We definitely don't want that feedback, right? So thank you all so much for joining me live. As I mentioned yesterday, I was going to go ahead and come back after making that quick announcement. And it was just so delightful reconnecting with quite a few of you all. So you're getting an up-close look at the spread, the planner that I'll be using today to do my live Plan With Me, of course, design and layout for this glorious and fabulous month of February. So I'm very excited. I won't take too much of your time, but the idea is that for this and future sessions, had to do quite a bit of setup because I wanted to go live on the YouTube channel while simultaneously going live here on Periscope. And so, of course, we're connected in multiple ways. I did the ad where you saw a close-up sneak peek of the actual, you were able to see what I showed you last night in the box. You saw the cupcake unraveled, and I don't know if anyone can guess the flavor. If you had a chance to look at the Instagram post where the cupcake is actually fully pictured. Let's see if I have the package still. I don't see it beside me anymore. That's because it's around the side here. So let me go ahead and just quickly show you. But it just came to my mind earlier. I was with my family. We went out actually to eat at one of those sort of juicy crab chains. This one was called Shaking Crab. And of course, we love our seafood, especially being from the islands. You know, seafood is always delightful and tasty with all of the flavors and spices. But last night I showed you a bit of the resources I was going to use for my Plan With Me session tonight. And I showed you this delightful box here. And it was not opened. And so, of course, I was able to post the actual picture of what was in this box, the content of this box. And so if anybody can guess what flavor it is that was pictured on the Instagram, I'm going to do a little fun thing for you. So just, for fun and engagement, you can head on over to the Instagram at Lady Stacy Zayant and let me know. Let me just find out if you can guess correctly what flavor is in that photo, because you have the picture of the actual cupcake. And now it's gone. I already edited, obviously. Couldn't let that scrumptiousness go to waste. So now we're going to go ahead and go right in to our Plan With Me session. So starting out, I love, having the word be at the forefront of everything that we do. Those of you who've been following along for quite some time in Periscope land, as well as through live streaming here on the YouTube channel, that Bible journaling has been such a key way of not only getting into the Word, but being creative as a creative being, and also being able to connect with other creators, other creative beings that are made in the image of our Lord and Savior. So this particular card says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. Proverbs 16 verse 3. And isn't that gorgeous? Look at the flowers, look at the butterfly, look at the imagery of this. There's some great plans and things ahead and in store for us, but we must first plan, write the vision, as I've always said, coming from Habakkuk, make it plain, and then commit. That's the next scripture that we have to take to heart, that we have to commit those plans unto the Lord. Whatever you plan to do, welcome those of you joining in live and watching the replay. and your plans will succeed. We want our plans to succeed. That's why we're planning, right? That's why we're writing down and making sure to take time to envision and re-envision if we need to go back and revise what plans that we've laid, before us and for our lives. And so, like I said last night, we just have to leave room for the master planner to do his thing, do his work. But we must first actually, try to focus on what it is that we desire. Welcome on your first day. And, what it is that you desire, the desires of your heart. God sees that, and he's going to meet those desires if you commit them unto him, seeking first the kingdom, and everything else will be added. So, of course, at the beginning of this planner layout, you also have for the month of February, which is what we're in. It says, once you know whose you are, you can be positive that your heritage is one worth celebrating. Chosen Pearl. That's from the devotional Chosen Pearl. So it is so important to know your identity, to know who you are, so that you are able to know your worth and that you come from a lineage that is worth celebrating. If you don't come from a lineage worth celebrating physically here on this earth, you better believe if you've been engrafted in and you are a child of the highmost king, most high king. I'm laughing because that was something that I actually mentioned briefly tonight. I said those words and my mother corrected me. She is an English teacher, she's a doctor, so she's actually had lots of schooling, and as an English teacher for so many years, obviously it's natural for you to correct people if they say or do something wrong where you're teaching that particular subject. So I still believe it's the highmost king, but depending on who you are, you may say it a different way. But yes, I believe that once you know you are a child of the Most High King, then you are going to not stand for anything. You're going to be about something. You're going to know to hold your head high. You are royalty. You are a chosen pearl. And so I hope that you'll be inspired, delighted, and you will be reminded of that fact. And so this particular page, of course, is for your radiant priorities. You want to prioritize what it is that you're focusing on accomplishing after you've committed those plans to the Lord, as this visual says, this beautiful visual. So now we're going to go over to our February spread. And so for this February spread, it's nice, crisp and clean, but we are going to make it beautiful. We are going to add our colors, and of course from last night I did pull out the stamps here. So we are going to add in of course our numbers for the month, and then some of our little buntings and gorgeousness and things there. So I think let's add some paint and color first, because we love color before I do the stamp, because that usually has to be on the background there. So we're going to get our paints, our colors out, just to show you the variety of ways that you're able to make your things, your spread, beautifully and radiantly yours. Alright, so should we use, no, let's go ahead and use the Neil colors, which I will actually, after we're finished, I will create links for you all so that you're able to utilize some of the same resources that I'm utilizing if you don't already have items that you can use to decorate your planners. Alright. So because this is close at hand, and you all don't see, but last night I showed you some contents that was in another box, and then I remembered here that I have my Valentine goodie package that has been sitting here for a while, and I did not realize how many planning stamps and goodies I already had. So I am going to use some of that in this spread because it's just so fun, all the beautiful planning things that you can use. and even stencils. Just look at that. I can't wait to get in for the rest of the year when we do these sessions continuously to utilize all of these amazing goodies. So we're going to get the block out so we can use that. Alright, so let's get some water. Alright, so originally I had planned to just utilize stamps, but now that I'm here live, I'm inspired to add some paint. We love color. Color adds so much to life. So we're going to just go ahead and, dip, of course, our lovely water here. And I'm going to use some pink because, of course, this month is a month of love. So I want to have just a little bit of pink. And can we get a little screenshot? I hope I already have this spread when it was completely plain. I didn't think of doing a before picture. But you know what? I certainly can with my professional camera. So let me do that. Because I would be so disappointed to know I didn't get a before shot. Even though these spreads, some of them are available as printables already. If you go to radiantpearlliving.com/printables, that's with an S, plural, you can actually print out some of these designs, and you will be able to utilize them in your planner that you already have. Okay, so you don't need to have this exact planner. All right, so let's just do a quick photo here. All right. There we go. Fabulous. All right, and a little close-up of our spread. So I will post before and then after photos in the stories on Instagram. So we'll have that fun little memento to show the before and after. All right, so I just want to do a little bit there, just, make it fun throughout. All right. Don't want to do everything, but I just want to create a little bit of variation throughout. Let's just leave it like that. I just want a little bit of paint. Alright, so we'll put that to the side. Now, of course, a planner spread is never complete without our lovely washi. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of this great reminder to dream. We want to dream of the kind of life that we are creating for ourselves and our loved ones. We want to dream about it first so that the mind can conceive it. Alright. Look at that. So it kind of brings it all together, our paint there and there. And then we'll do another one down here. Alright. We'll pull that together. So just dream. Alright, so that's our spread here with our dream reminders. Alright, so the very first thing here I think is such a key point. Grow in His love. Ephesians 3 verse 17. So we're going to go ahead and utilize this fun stamping ink pad because it has all of our glorious colors, and I love the ombre effect, especially for the stamp, which you'll see. These color variations are so fun. And where shall we put this? Maybe just in the center. It's going to be a flourishing beginning of the week. Look at that. Grow in His love. And then of course we'll have our other things and designs there. So we'll just leave it on that one side as a great reminder. Alright. And to keep it nice and easy, you can, so you don't need to remove anything. But just spray. This is a great way to keep your actual stamps clean right after using them. And I just got this one. It's a water-based stamp cleaner by Ranger, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray it. There we go. And then we're just going to dab it, wipe it immediately after use, after spraying. Alright, look at this beautiful arrangement, array of colors. We want to keep our things nice and clean as we go so we don't have the headache of having to clean everything later. Alright, so that's done. Let's prop this up here. Okay. Now we are going to use StazOn ink. Let's go ahead and do that. I could add more paint, which probably would be fun. Let's see. Getting just a little bit more idea. I want to pull things together, so I am going to add a little bit of that. What is that? Beautiful coral kind of orange, which I've been utilizing a part of my pink and teal mint green color scheme. So I'm going to add a little bit of that to pull in our stamp colors. This is a lighter shade of pink. And let's see how we want to do this. So just going to add maybe dabs. Look at that. It's pretty fun. Dabs. Dabs. Oh, that is so much fun. Alright, and let's do Sunday. There we go. We'll do all of them. Sunday is a fun, incredible day of the week. Ah, I'm loving this. Alright. Later on, I think this will really pull things in. This beautiful stickles, also by Ranger. Okay, Neon Flamingo. That'll be fun for this month of love. So I'll put that to the side. Remember to use that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add some more stamps. Before I do the numbers, let's see, what would best represent? You know, I said earlier, yesterday, that last month was a month of celebration. It was the beginning of a new season, a new year, a new decade. And so just keeping in that same vein, I am going to go ahead and do the sky's the limit. Alright. Alright, so we're just going to add that block, add the block. Great reminder to us, the sky's the limit. So I'm going to add this on the other side. Dream, the sky's the limit. Oh, I love that. So I'm going to use this shade of the magenta. There we go. The sky's the limit. I love that. Alright. I'm going to add that right here to the side. Look at that. The sky's the limit. And that's the dye ink pad that I'm using. Okay. Alright. I'm going to just just wipe this off. It doesn't have too much ink left on it. So use it on the page. Just put it back. So we'll be able to find that later. And then, oh, I love the birdies. Let's add a bunting and then a birdie. That goes so well together. A bunting and then a birdie. So we'll do that right there. That'll be pretty. Yes, so we'll add that little component there. And we are going to put this on our block. I am using the Stampabilities block. You can always use any block. Alright. And I just want it to go in that direction. So I'm going to set that up from now. And then I wanted to use this. This is an ombre ink pad, but it actually has metallic colors. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how that comes out. There we go, and it has all of our color scheme there. What I love about this kind of planner, look how difficult it is to get it, because, you know, when you have, for this, these are the discs that you see, these beautiful rose gold pink discs. But you can always just turn the page like you're reading a book, and then voila. Oh, I didn't fully though. Alright. So we get a little bit of that bunting right there. Let's also add another one right here. Keep that uniformity, right? Oh, it almost looks like eyelashes. Look at that. That's pretty fun. Alright. So it's coming together, y'all. I'm excited. And this is going to be, oh, it's already shaping up to be a glorious month. And we are, can you imagine, just 8 days in, new beginnings is what the number 8 represents. And then the last stamp that I'm going to add from this collection is the birdie, birdie. Beautiful birdie like a songbird. And we'll use another stamp for that one. I'm going to keep some uniformity. I'm just going to use our magenta ink pad again. Alright. There we go. So for those of you who are tuning in from Periscope, you're seeing a very, very up-close look, right? But if you tune into the live stream on the YouTube channel, you will actually see the full spread of my table and more than just the planner. So if you want to head over there, you're always more than welcome. So February, look at that, singing gloriously, ready for a new glorious season of seeing what lies ahead, what is in store. So look at that. Oh, so much fun. Just going into a new way of being and seeing. I love that. Oh, it's so cool. Alright. So we've wiped that off. Let's make sure to cover our pad here. There we go. So we have some lovely stickers. Let's see if we can add any of these stickers. I love the one that says "Smell the Roses." It's so perfect for this time of the year when things are going to hopefully start blooming. It was snowing earlier today in multiple places, but I didn't quite see the snow, which at first I was a little bummed about it, but then in the end, it worked out for the best, I believe. Smell the roses. Let's do that closer. What do you think? So we already have stickers on both. Yeah, let's do that right in the middle of both that monthly spread area. So that's what I did for those of you. There we go, just to give you a little bit more glimpse of it. Okay. So since there is a Smell the Roses on that side, on the right side of the page, I am going to add roses on the other side. Alright, the same rose, and it's going to be an arrow. There we go. Isn't that lovely? So much fun. Pulling in all the colors, all the gorgeousness. And if you were just listening on the podcast, because I do plan to repurpose a portion of this for a bonus episode, so that those of you who want to just have someone that you can listen to or watch while you plan, you'll have that opportunity to hopefully inspire you to plan ahead, to plan out your month and see those things come to fruition. Alright, so I did add planner piece. Let's add planner love. Hashtag planner love. I think that is so adorable. So let's add that stamp. And I'm probably going to do that in black to go along with, I will be able to later on add painting or other colors to it, because I'm going to use it with the StazOn ink. And the StazOn ink, I love this one. I use this a lot with Bible journaling because it allows me to actually paint over it, do other things, use water, and it usually doesn't run. So that's a really cool component of this ink that I love. Okay, I want to immediately cover that. Should probably leave that part off since we're going to use it multiple times. Alright, so hashtag planner love. Let's put this at the bottom here in the middle as we've done with the other. Oh, look how cute that is. Hashtag planner love. I love that. Okay, let's put that back. After wiping it off, of course. Probably what I'm going to do for the next one, when we do the actual Plan With Me Live session 2 and our feature sessions, I'm going to have maybe some music playing in the background so that I'm not just talking. Even though that's fun too. So you can listen and join in when you get the opportunity to do your own planning. Alright. So y'all, I think that may be good for now, because I am going to go ahead and add in the other components on my own. I just wanted to kind of get things started. So I would love for you all to see the full effect. Right? Just all you have to do is add a little bit of washi, a little bit of paint, a little bit of stamps, and you're already really pretty good to go. I mean, this almost looks like a full decorated spread. And then you just add in your components of, you can either letter in your numbers for the month, or you can stamp them in. So you know I love giving sneak peeks, and I love being able to see you all's reaction on other platforms. So I am going to go ahead and add these components, which is just the, of course, numbers and probably some of these other little buntings. I'll probably add those in different areas, and then you can see the full final look of this spread for February on the IG page, and I'll do it on probably both. I'll do it on my personal at Lady Stacey's Aunt, and then I'll also do it on the podcast at Radiant Pearl Living, because I know that a big part of what we discuss on the podcast, is how we plan for a radiant life that we love, and that is brought forth in our interviews. That we've heard from phenomenal ladies that share their stories, and of course, with the main idea always at the forefront being that how can we plan and live purposefully as well as passionately fulfilling our purpose, what we're called to do here on this earth, and then telling those multi-generational stories that inspire, and being able to bridge the gap between the younger generation, and our older generation, those women of wisdom that have so much experience, knowledge, and stories to share, so that those who are up and coming and those who are, younger, that are newer to life, making decisions, will be able to have positive, uplifting, inspiring words of wisdom to guide them through life. Because, when it boils down to it, sometimes you can hear the same message over and over again from your parents, your mother, your friends, those who are closest to you, and it doesn't really click until you hear it from someone that is detached from your situation or from your current close environment. And so it does make a difference having other people also speak into your life that will validate and confirm those things that you already know to be true. And so that's what it's all about, folks. I'm just so excited, and I've been so incredibly blessed to hear the feedback so far, from emails to on the social media platforms, on our Radiant Pearl Living Stacey's Aunt Create Facebook page, our group, our private group. And so I'm going to continue to share out, and hopefully you'll be continually inspired and motivated to also be able to find your purpose, your passion, your dream, envisioning that, re-envisioning, and writing that vision and making it plain, and continually committing and bringing that before the Lord in prayer as well as in planning. And so that's what we're doing. We're trying to get that stirring up inside of you if it's not already stirred up. So that will be a conversation we can continue to have, and to remind you to have in community, okay? So I love you all tremendously. Thank you for joining me briefly for our first Plan With Me session. And we'll certainly have more in the future. And so remember to see the full view of this beautiful page spread that I'll go ahead and complete off air. But you've already seen the beginnings, and you could make this complete. This is like the the minimalistic view, but I'm a bit much, I like doing a lot. So I'm going to do some more things here, and to see the full view of that, you're going to want to go over on IG, on Instagram, in the stories, as well as on the feed. So love you guys, stay blessed, radiant, and see you all again very soon. Bye.